ਵੈਲਕਮ ਬੈਕ ਟੂ PC24RETV ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ। ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਜੁੜ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾਸ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਜੀ ਗਲੀਨਿਸ ਡਿਸੂਜ਼ਾ। ਗਲੀਨਿਸ ਡਿਸੂਜ਼ਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਸ਼ੀ ਇਜ਼ ਅ CEO ਆਫ ਗਲੀਨਿਸ ਡਿਸੂਜ਼ਾ Personal Development Corporation. So she has a lot of leadership experience at Toastmaster International as an area director, club growth director. In that senior leadership capacity, she worked through Ontario to create and develop leaders and to seed and nurture high performance teams that now serve more than 5,000 members. That is a huge dossier right in front of us. So you are looking at her accomplishment on the screen. And not only that, she was successful in starting 22 new Toastmasters clubs, both corporate and community, during her term in 2015-2016. Just 1 year, imagine. In August 2017, Glynis was presented with the Excellence in Club Growth Award by President of Toastmaster International, Mike Storke. She is a distinguished Toastmaster and a certified John Maxwell speaker, trainer, and coach. Having obtained her certification in February 2015 in Orlando, Florida, Dr. John C. Maxwell is the #1 New York Times best-selling author, coach, and speaker. And they have sold more than 24 million books in 50 languages and was identified as the most popular leadership experts in the world by Inc. magazine in 2014. Glynis has appeared on Rogers TV, Radio Mango, and featured in several press releases as a passionate champion for developing good leaders and communicators in the community. She spoke at the Speaker Slam event in Toronto in February 2018, presenting to almost 200 people on the theme of Live Your Legacy. In October 2018, she stood for public service as school board trustee in the municipal elections in Ontario, obtaining 1,106 votes, 7.5% of votes in the ward. She is frequently invited as a guest speaker at open houses and Toastmasters contests for her engaging motivational style. Wow. So we are proud to bring her upstage, such a distinguished personality, and she is going to be live with us right now. Let's bring her on board. Welcome to PC24RETV, Glynis. Nice to see you for the first ever time.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be on your broadcast today, Paul. I appreciate it.
We are really honored.
Thank you. Yes, it's wonderful that you have this platform, and we do really need a platform like this, especially for all of the different causes we believe in. And of course, kudos to you. You are also supporting entrepreneurship in the community. So, way to go on that.
Fabulous. And how do you handle all those things? Like, are there any copies of Glynis D'Souza, or it's only one Glynis D'Souza that has maybe 20, 30 hands or brains? Like what I read right now, like my throat went dry reading all that.
Well, you know what? I'm just an ordinary person with an extraordinary passion. A passion to create a better community of leaders. And Paul, you will agree with me. I think that, we all need to develop better communicators and leaders. And when
Absolutely.
You have a passion, I know you do that too. You will pull out all the stops and you'll make time for the things that you're passionate about. So one of the things that I'm passionate about, and I'm not too sure if it came up in my bio, but yes, school board trustee is what I ran for. But I am passionate about.
See that you are extremely invested in that cause.
Absolutely. I run sessions for youth,
Mm-hmm.
5 week sessions, similar to what we have in Toastmasters Youth Leadership, but I combine my John Maxwell Leadership Training and along with some of the skills I've learned from Toastmasters, and I
Mm-hmm.
have a program called Youth Max. In those 5 weeks, youth between the ages of 10 to 14, but I also offer them to high school kids, youth. They will come there and in a small supportive environment, they'll learn about communication tips, leadership
Yes.
tips, and most importantly, values, moral values, which I think is absent in our schools these days. Things like responsibility, accountability,
Mm-hmm.
discipline, how to have personal growth. All of these things are not being taught in our schools, and so I provide that in my sessions. But once they're done their 5 week sessions, they are most welcome to book coaching sessions with me. So I do one-on-one youth coaching as well. I'm a licensed coach as well for youth.
Mm-hmm.
I also um, offer sessions for parents, because it's two sides of a coin. You can't really offer sessions to the youth without delivering some to the parents. And
That's
so the
right.
parents also are invited to a 1 hour session where we teach them a few, not teach them how to do their jobs as parents, but really teach them some of the important values to foster in a home, like love, standards, responsibility for kids, really teaching them
Mm-hmm.
financial accountability, teaching them the value of appreciation. So I do offer sessions for both the youth as well as parents. You know what, Paul? Nowadays, our society is really, especially our school system, is in a very bad state. There's a lot of bullying going on. There's a lot of violence in schools, and I'm sure that the parents who are hearing me, or the teachers or the principals, will definitely agree. We need to do something, and we need to do something now to
That's
teach
right.
both children as well as parents how to respect authority, how to have the proper moral values, how to have discipline, and basically how to treat each other kindly.
That's
That's
right.
the those are some of the issues that I cover in my sessions.
That's right. There's a lot you are doing for the community, and better children, better future. Right? This is no brainer. So tell me how you got into all this. What drove you into that before I come down to how you do those consultation or training sessions. But I'm very curious about your journey. Like, what made you jump into this side of the world?
Yes. So I came to Canada 25 years ago along with my husband and one son, and the other son was born here in Canada. So we've got
Hmm.
two grown boys. I saw, as we were going through our Canadian life, how the school system is here in Canada, and how you send your kids to school for an education, but when they
Hmm.
go there, there's a lot of bullying, name calling, social anxiety that was taking place among the people that I saw, the youth. So I made sure that I spoke to my kids, I communicated with them, I made sure I told them to tell me what was wrong. But I joined Toastmasters about 13 years ago, and
Hmm.
through that organization, not only did I learn to become a better communicator and leader, of course, I'm still learning, we all never arrive, but
Yes.
through that organization, I started doing a lot of youth leadership programs. Youth leadership programs are 8 week sessions that Toastmasters organize in the community
That's
for
right.
about 20 or so youth. And I started doing that. I've done several, and through that program, I was really so touched to see the changes in the kids. They
That's right.
started off as very shy and very lack of confidence, but at the end of the 8 weeks, they grew more confident. They
Hmm.
became more sure of themselves. They even told me that they were able to stand up to bullies in the school. After that, it became like a kind of an
That was a
addiction.
great
I said,
accomplishment. Kudos to you.
yes. And I said, yes, I said that how can I now do this with some more material and more resources? So I joined the Maxwell leadership team and I got some extra youth resources. They have a program called Youth Max. And
Mhm.
so they have a lot of extra resources that I got from there, including the DISC personality assessment. And so
Okay.
then I combined that with my Toastmasters training, and then I created my own program called Youth Max by Glynis, D'Souza Personal Development. So that's what I do.
Fantastic.
I have done several of these sessions in schools as well. Last year
Mhm.
I did it in a private school, but I'm looking forward to getting into more of the schools so that at least I can be invited as a guest speaker or a workshop presenter or a keynote speaker, or even if they want like a 5-week course for teaching public speaking and leadership. So that's
That
a
would
little
be
bit in a
phenomenal.
nutshell of my journey.
I can tell this would be really fantastic if you do that, because I would definitely like to share uh, your information. Well, I think you should share your information if someone wants to reach out to you and ask you for further details into this coaching program that you conduct.
Yes. My website is glynisdesouza.com, www.glynisdesouza.com. It's
Mhm.
Glynis, like my name,
Mhm.
D'Souza without the apostrophe,
Yes,
all one word, .com. You can reach out to me there. All of my contact information is there. I'm also on Facebook under my page, Glynis D'Souza Personal Development, and my
yes.
Instagram.
If you
So,
are looking at this QR code, you can just scan this code, which will take you to her website right away. So this goes to glynisdesouza.com, GLYNISDSOUZA.com. In India, we used to call it Z, but in Canada, it became Z. That was very confusing for me. So this is, we're sharing the link right on the screen, so you can just scan it and reach out to her. So Glynis, how are those sessions conducted? Are these in-person sessions or online platforms,
yes.
one-on-one in a group setting? How does it work?
So, before COVID, I used to have these sessions in person. Because I live in Mississauga, I used to have them at a place at Erin Mills Town Center
Hmm.
for about 20 to 25 youth. Sometimes I used to book the community centers as well.
Yes.
Now, after COVID, I started doing them virtually on Zoom, and I've done them now for the past couple of years, right up till things started opening up last year.
All
My
right.
first preference is to do them in person, but now it seems like most people have gotten the Zoom bug, and so
Culture.
they like to do things virtually.
Yeah.
My first preference to teach public speaking and leadership is definitely in person. So I offer both in person as well as virtual options.
Yeah.
If it is in person, it's usually at a place that is quite close to the highway,
That's
so that
okay.
is easy accessible. In Mississauga, I offer them at Erin Mills Town Center. There is a mind share learning space
Okay.
um, on the ground floor. Uh, so, besides these group sessions of between 10 to 20 youth, usually I offer them for elementary school kids between the ages of 10 to 14,
Hmm.
because I find that's a very impressionable age. After children turn 15 or 16, they're not really open to learning too much about communication leadership. That's what I found, at least.
That's right.
But I also offer one-on-one sessions. So, for example, if a youth doesn't want to get into a session with everyone else and they want coaching in speaking and leadership, I offer them as well one-on-one sessions, and I also offer sessions with parents. So if parents would like to book a session with me along with their child, all of those options are available.
Yeah. So there are a lot of flexibility. And for further details, I would definitely recommend that they reach out to you and tell what they want their child to accomplish. I think we cannot even thrust on children what they should or shouldn't do. So basically, ask their children what they want to do in life, but this will be a kind of great help if a leader like Glynis can guide them through the whole process. I think that will be in such a way that children won't even feel they are being coached. It is more friendly environment.
Exactly.
It's not a
Exactly.
school type coaching that there is a homework and they have to do some stuff, right? So I was looking on your website and I was also sharing it online as you were speaking. I was hiding your face, but I was just showing the kind of website you have. And
Yeah.
I am looking at your logo here that has, are those peacock feathers in the logo?
I am not too sure. It's just people. It's
Or
people.
just
All
people?
people
Because I
join.
have bad eyesight. So that's why I have to use these fancy glasses.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
looking
it's
at
all
it.
people coming together to learn, right? It's all
Yeah.
people coming together to learn, to collaborate, to learn. So that's the logo.
And there will be payment schedules so people can pay online for the coaching. And is it annual commitment or it's a monthly commitment, pay as you go, or that's fine?
Yeah. Maybe that would be in the future, but for now, I just have a payment schedule for sessions. So, for example, if you're booking a one-on-one, it's like, pay as you go, because I
Okay.
don't commit you to any kind of a long-term plan.
Yeah.
So, for now, it's a pay as you go, because if you do decide to stay with me long term, then of course we can talk about it. But you can always, it's like a try before you buy, and if you find that it's helpful to you, then you
I
can
like
commit
that.
for longer time.
Try before you
Yeah,
buy. That is
yeah,
fantastic.
yes.
Glennis, it's been a pleasure hosting you today. And thank you very much for the nice words about our show that we are running here. We are live every day, Monday to Saturday. I take Sunday off because that's the day my wife wants to me to mop the floors. So that's something. That is something I cannot say no to. You know.
Yes.
So that's only one day off I take. But do come back here as and when you need to. This is your platform. I would be very excited to hosting you next time.
Thank you so much, Paul. Today was a very, very busy day at the office, and then I also am a caregiver for my mom. But things
Oh,
can never be perfect. But you do, as a leader, need to commit to what you promised. And I am happy that I got a chance to be on your platform today, in
and
spite
it
of all
was
of our busy
just a
schedules.
call out of nowhere that I made to you today. And this is how we connected. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Have a
Take
great
care.
weekend. Thank you,
Thank you
Paul.
very much. Same to you.
And bye bye to your viewers.
So this was Glynis D'Souza from Glynis D'Souza Development Corporation. Like she told us that she does coaching for the children and the youth. And it's a great opportunity, guys. If you want your child to be exemplary in anything they do, I guess you should check this out. Give her a call. I will share her the website QR code once again. If you want to save that, take a picture of this or scan it. This is right here on the screen, and I might keep it here for a while. You can take a picture and you can follow through her website and the way she wants to be contacted on the website. Her name is Glynis D'Souza. I know her. She's a distinguished Toastmaster, and I was lucky to be in her Toastmasters club for a little while. Anyways, it's about 7:25 a.m. today. So I just wanted to share a little thing with you. This is about something that came up. So it's the high title is OSFI, which is a Office of Superintendent of Financial Institution, the banking regulator. Its report reveals largely unknown mortgage exemption देयर इज मॉर्गेज एग्जम्पशन, एक मॉर्गेज एग्जम्पशन हैगी आ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਹਾਲੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਾ ਹੋਏ ਜਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਏ ਪਰ ਆਈ ਡੋਂਟ ਨੋ, ਆਈ ਹੈਵਨਟ ਹਰਡ ਦਿਸ, ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਨਵੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ। ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਮੌਰਗੇਜਿਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਵਿਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਇੱਕ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ। ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇਨਸ਼ੋਰਡ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹਾਈ ਰੇਸ਼ੋ ਮੌਰਗੇਜਸ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਤੱਕ ਸਵਿਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਗਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰੀਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਪਰ ਇਹ ਡਿਸਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਰੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਦਾਰਾ ਹੈ, ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਅਦਾਰਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਬੈਂਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਕੋਈ, ਇਹ ਉਹਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਲਗਾਏ ਕਿ ਨਾ ਲਗਾਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਓਬਲੀਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਏ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਨੇ ਅਜ਼ੂਮ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਉਹ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਇਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਫਿਟ ਟੂ ਪੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ। ਸੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਕੇਵੀਟ ਹੈਗਾ, ਇੱਕ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਸਵਿਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ। ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫੇਰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਹਾਈ ਰੇਸ਼ੋ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਇਨਸ਼ੋਰਡ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇਨਸ਼ੋਰਡ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਸਵਿਚ ਕਰਨ ਵੇਲੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਪਰ ਡਿਸਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਨਵੇਂ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਅਦਾਰੇ ਦੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ। ਪਰ ਇਹ ਕਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਛੂਟ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਤੋਂ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਜੇ ਲੈਂਡਰ 'ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ। ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਅਮਾਊਂਟ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਲੇਟਿਡ ਟਰਮ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਚੇਂਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਇੱਕ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਤੋਂ ਰਿਸਕ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਲੈਂਡਰ 'ਤੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ। ਲੋਕੀ ਬੜਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਬੈਂਕ ਨੇ ਰੇਟ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਉਹ ਕਰਤਾ, ਇਹ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਆ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼? ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਆ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਡੀਫਾਲਟ ਇਨਸ਼ੋਰਡ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਡਾਊਨ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ 20% ਤੋਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਲਗਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਡਿਪਾਰਟਮੈਂਟ ਆਫ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ 2016 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਇਹਦਾ ਸਿਮਿਲਰ ਟੂ ਦਾ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਫੋਰ ਅਨਇਨਸ਼ੋਰਡ ਮੌਰਗੇਜਿਸ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਿ OSFI ਓਵਰਸੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਬੋਰੋਅਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਿਨੀਮਮ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈਂਗ ਰੇਟ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਟੇਰੀਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ 2% ਔਨ ਟਾਪ ਆਫ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਰੇਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਹਾਈ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਇਨ ਟੂਡੇਜ਼ ਐਨਵਾਇਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲੀ ਆਲ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਰ ਬੀਇੰਗ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈਡ ਐਟ ਦ ਲੈਟਰ ਮੀਨਸ ਕਿ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਟੈਸਟ ਜਾਂ 2% ਉੱਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਨੰਬਰ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੋਏ। ਤੋ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਐਗਜ਼ੰਪਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਲੈਂਡਰ ਟੂ ਲੈਂਡਰ। ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਸਰਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ ਗੈਸਟ ਆ ਗਏ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਮੌਕਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੂਫ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਕਾਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ। ਪਰ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਚੰਗੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੈਂਕ ਆਫ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੀ ਓਵਰਨਾਈਟ ਰੇਟ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਪਾਲਿਸੀ ਰੇਟ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਰੱਖਣ ਵਾਲਾ 25 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਨੋਬਡੀ ਇਜ਼ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟਿੰਗ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਰੇਟ ਚੇਂਜ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕ ਡੇਟਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਹੋਇਆ since Bank of Canada opted to forego an interest rate hike in September have been mixed, but we expect, this is RBC, that they on net have made a hike in next week's decision unlikely. So basically बहुत ज़्यादा उम्मीद है कि कोई ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਰੇਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਚੇਂਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਸੋ ਬੁੱਲੀਆਂ ਲੁੱਟੋ, ਜੇ ਬੈਂਕ ਨੇ ਅਨਾਉਂਸ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਕਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਓ ਕਿ 6-7 ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰੇਟ ਵੀ ਘਟਣੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਅੱਗੇ ਲੈਣੀ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ, ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਵਾਂਗ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਮਦਰਦੀ ਜ਼ਾਹਿਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਰੀਕ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਜੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ ਇਸ ਸੰਸਾਰਿਕ ਯਾਤਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਰਕੇ। ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਵਿਛੜੀ ਰੂਹ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਦੇ, ਉਦਮ ਦੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਦੀ ਘੜੀ ਚੋਂ ਉੱਭਰ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਉਸੇ ਸੇਧ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਓ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੀਆਂ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਬਾਰੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਣ। ਜਾਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੇ, ਪਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੀਨੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖਣੀਆਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਉਮਰ। ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਸਰੀਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਪਰ ਯਾਦਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਕਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ 'ਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਸੱਚਾਈ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਛੱਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਲੰਘ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ। ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਮਤ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ, ਤਕੜਾ ਰੱਖੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਦਮੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਰਦਾਸ਼ਤ ਕਰੋ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵੱਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਓ। ਆਗਿਆ ਦਿਓ ਜੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ ਅਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ 'ਚ ਸ਼ਿਰਕਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਓ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਗੁਜ਼ਾਰ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ